Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we are going to be taking some chart requests from over here inside of the Discord. So last Thursday we left off right here at Netflix. We're just going down the list here, answering your guys' chart requests. If you guys have chart requests throughout the week, just drop them over here in the chart request thread. This is where we take our chart requests from. I will also be taking some from the live chat here. So if you guys are tuning in live, drop your chart requests. I already see a few here from Mike and Rob and Chris inside of the chat. Candy as well. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to just go ahead and dive right in here. The first one we're starting with here is going to be Netflix. So Netflix I actually like here. Okay, so again, our strategy is to buy when the wave is down here, given the green dot. That green dot actually came at around $89. Okay, that was back in January. It did end up selling off a little bit more down to 75, but it's actually sitting right at the level where we got that signal at right there, right at 89. So once we get the signal here on the weekly, you can see we have a red dot here on the weekly chart. So again, you want to watch that $90 level. This is a really easy trade here with a stop loss at 90. So you can see we're bouncing right on that $90 level. So how I'd play Netflix here, I would actually look to buy this one on the next daily dot, but it is trying to bounce right there at that $90 level. We still like this one here. Okay, even though it has the red dot here, I would just make sure, again, when you get that red dot, you need to set a stop loss. Your stop loss would be right there at 90. I'd put it at 89. It needs to bounce right there at that level, so I would just watch 89, 90 bucks. Apple's going to be the next one here. Apple has a green dot, but it's up here in the red zone. So if you guys are familiar with our selling strategy, okay, what we look to do is we look to sell a red dot up here in the red zone, and you can see we have a red dot here on Apple, so we would actually be sellers here. If you don't want to sell it and you think it's going to keep going, I would put a stop loss on this one right underneath those EMAs right there at around 259. Okay, I'm going to take some from the chat here. I see one for Mike for HNT. HNT still red here on the weekly. Again, this thing's just been melting down, so it does have the green dot here on the monthly. Anytime we get a monthly green dot, guys, we gotta be bullish. Okay, so I would be buy if you believe in the project, right? If you believe in HNT, if you believe it's going to recover, right? This is a time to act. Okay, the monthly green dots are going to be the most accurate signals that you can get. You look at Bitcoin here. Let me just go back to the log chart. Okay, you look at Bitcoin's chart here, and you can see every time this gets the monthly dot down here, it's a great time to buy. That was back in 2015. It came right there at 200, pumped all the way up to 20,000. That was a 100x trade, pulled back. This one in 2019 at 4,000. This one right here in 2023 at 17,000. And again, you're getting the same signal here, just on a different asset. This is the asset of HNT. So again, if I were to want to invest into helium, if I were to want to own this company or this project, I would be buying here based on the monthly. What's going on, Marlog? I see another one for Mike here for Solana in the chat. So Solana's still hanging on to that $67 support. We called the bottom on Solana down here at 67. As long as the dot is green, we got the MACD crossover on this as well. So we're still bullish on Solana, guys. We like Solana here. I think 67 is the bottom for that. So we're just watching for a breakout here above 90. If it can get over 90, that will reclaim the 9 EMA. Again, it's just kind of going sideways. Okay, we're kind of doing one of these consolidation phases. If you guys are familiar with our cheat sheet here, okay, we're in a phase where we're just kind of going sideways, right? We're not doing anything, stealth phase. Things are really boring, right? We're not moving. We're not going up. We're not going down. We're just kind of building a base here on Solana. So I do think the bottom is in there at that $67 level. That is my current stop loss on Solana. So as long as it holds that level, we are bullish. Again, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. If it flips to red, that's where we can look to short, or we can look to be stopped out. But again, no red dot. There's nothing to worry about. As long as the dot is green, we are bullish on the asset. What else we got in the chat? I see one here for Chris. Chris is here from Connecticut. What's going on, brother? Rob's here from Virginia. Hope you're doing well, brother. ZBCN. Another request. I made a TikTok on this the other day. Once again, we got our signal down here in March. Down there, that was below 0.002. It went up 100% off that signal, and you're seeing it kind of start to pull back this week. So you do got a red dot up here on the daily. So I don't think this is a bad place to trim a little bit, because again, we could pull back into these EMAs. normally into the EMAs on a daily chart is where we want to buy. So we would look to maybe re-enter this around 0.003. That's about a 10% drop. Again, it does have the daily here. The dot is still green on the weekly, though, so you could experience a pullback, maybe back to 0.003. I don't think this is a bad place to take some off of ZBCN here. It's also topping out there on the stochastic. So one of our trading rules to sell is to sell when that stochastic RSI gets back up there, the white dotted line. Once that gets up there, again, it's okay to trim 25%, 50% of the position, okay, and then sit cash. If you get a pullback, guess what? You can re-enter. So I'd probably trim a little bit of ZBCN here at 0.0034. Okay, don't chop my head off. That ZBCN company is like a cult, and it's all right, right? Cult projects normally do pretty good. Okay, I have nothing against ZBCN. Again, we called this out back here at that was our buy signal down here. Okay, we don't want to chase it when it already went up 100%. We want to buy when it's down here. Okay, giving us a green dot. So I'd trim a little bit of ZBCN here. I see one for Candy for FLR. This is Flare. Again, this has just been beaten up. So you can see the pattern here. Big sell-off, big pump. Big sell-off, big pump. Big sell-off, big pump. We're still in that sell-off phase. So what I look for on FLR is a green monthly, but I think this is a great price to be buying it at if you're long on the project and you believe in it. QNT is another one here for Candy. Okay, QNT still hanging around 70. It does have a red dot here on the weekly, so again, you want to use a stop loss when you see that, or just have a plan to buy it lower, but I'd put a stop loss around 65 or 66. That's that low right there where we bounce back here in December. I would just put a stop loss at 65 on that one. I see one for HYLN, Hillion. That one's still green. Just really choppy, okay? I don't really like to buy names that just do this. Because again, we're swing traders. We want to see a big sell-off like that and a pump, and it looks like this one's a penny stock too. So we just don't trade penny stocks here. If you're going to play that one, just use a stop loss at 150. I see one for Marlog for BE. That's Bloom Energy. So yeah, selling this one. So I talked about this on TikTok today. Okay, you come over here to the cheat sheet. Okay, you look at this. You guys pay attention to this mean. I know I talk about this in every video, but it's very important. Okay, the mean is just another word for average. When we're sitting up way off of the averages like this is when people are delusional. This is when people are greedy. Okay, we want to sell when we get that extension there off the moving averages. Okay, and the moving average we like to pay attention to the most here. Well, we have three, but the important one is the blue line. That's the 4-year moving average, the average price over 4 years. So you could see the separation right now on BE. It's up here at 223. Okay, you're talking about 60 or 76% off of that average. So we're 76% off of the 4-year average. So we would be selling. Again, our buying strategy is to buy when the blue wave is down here, given a green dot, just like it did back here at $16. Okay, you guys could have bought this at $16 down here. Okay, $16 all the way up to $250. That's over 1,000% move. After that kind of move, we're taking profits. I'd be selling BE up here. I'd be taking profits. You also got a red dot in the red zone. I'm an absolute seller of BE up here. Absolute seller. Okay, looks like that's it for the chat. If you guys got more, just drop them. I see one here for Matt for RUM, R-U-M. This is Rumble. So again, we got our signal back here at around 5. It's sitting up here at 7. This one looks pretty strong here. I'd be targeting up here at 10. So again, our target's always up here in the red zone. So our target would be right here around $10. I would wait to buy it until it pulled back to 6. Again, hopefully you got in off of one of these signals down here around 5.5 cents. Okay, you're already up 20. But it is finding that resistance up into that white line. That's the yearly moving average. So the blue line is the 4-year moving average. The white line is the 1-year moving average. And you could see how that's acting as resistance. So I like this one. The stochastic's touching that white dotted line. So I'd probably use a stop loss at like 620 on this just to protect my gains. Because again, if you got in down here, you're up close to 40%. So put a stop loss at 620 on that and let that puppy ride. What else we got? I see one here for AVGO. And again, if you guys got chart requests, just get them over there in the Discord. Again, this one's just too far off of the averages, guys. Too far off of the averages. You got a red dot up here in the red zone. We would be a seller of AVGO here. VST. VST is just choppy. Very, very choppy. It's got the green dots, so that's telling you that, hey, this level right here at 139 is the bottom. You had some more signals right here around the same price. So as long as this one holds 140, we like it. Okay, as long as the dot remains green, we like it. It's also got the MACD crossover here as well. So up above 140, I'd still be bullish on this one, targeting up here between 200 and 220. Again, if you guys are not familiar with these signals, okay, this is more of like an advanced live stream for our members. So if you guys are not familiar with our signals or our trading strategies or our indicators, I do have a free trading course over here that you guys can check out under the onboarding tab. The Discord link is in my description of this video right here. It's also in my bio. I have a free trading course right here. And again, if you guys do not have the trading indicators, you guys can download all of my indicators, my whole layout over here inside the trading indicator tab in the Discord. Okay, Discord's free to join. You guys could check that link out down in the description. I see one here for KAS from Mr. Days. What's going on, brother? KAS, that one's still green down here. So again, this green dot is telling you that, hey, this level right here at 2.5 cents is the potential bottom. This thing's been beaten up really hard, but I do like it here above 2.5. Not my favorite looking chart, but up above 2.5, it still looks fine. Again, as long as we don't get a red dot, we are bullish. AIV, Apartment Invest. Wow, that thing's beaten up. Apartment Investment and Management Company. That one's got a gold dot on the weekly, so that's telling you that, hey, $4 or $3.90 is the bottom here. This stock has been beaten up. I'm guessing this has a dividend because they're an apartment. Looks like a RET, but I like it down here at 4. I like it a lot more than I did up here at 9. Again, we want to sell up here, buy down here. Okay, it's got the green dot of the weekly, so we'd be buying that one with a stop loss at 390. Okay, as long as that holds 390, it looks good. BAIF. That one's trying to reverse here. Again, another penny stock. We don't really trade penny stocks here, guys. 170 would be my stop loss on this one. It's got a green dot here on the daily, too. So, yeah, you got an easy stop loss right there at like 180 for a trade on this one. Doesn't look too bad. We just don't mess with penny stocks here, but above 180, that one looks pretty bullish. We got CAG. CAG's just getting pounded, dude. Pounded. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this, but it does not look pretty. Okay, it's all the way down here at the 2009 lows. Lowest price since 2009. How many years ago? That's like, what, 15 years? 15-year low? I mean, I would do some research on this and figure out why they're selling off. I mean, their earnings don't look bad, but you're talking about a 15-year low here on CAG. I mean, if you believe in the company, it's at the lowest price in 15 years. I see another one here for Johnny for Cetus. Cetus is still looking really good, guys. I think this one's going to at least to $1. It's sitting at 3 cents right now. And it did have the monthly pop here, but you can see how that monthly's just been beaten up. But you can see how we started to reverse here. I think Cetus is going to absolutely explode. Okay, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. I think this thing's going much, much higher. I like Cetus a lot still. I see another one here for Candy for ARB. That one's still hanging on to 12 cents. That one is touching the top of the stochastic there. So I would just make sure this one holds on to like 11 cents. Up above 11, it looks pretty good. It just needs to hold 11 here. We pulled back the last couple days, but literally we pulled back 4% this week. It's only Tuesday after we've rallied like 50%. I mean, 9 cents all the way up here to 14 cents is a big rally. So we're kind of just cooling off here. I like this one as long as it holds on to like 11 cents. I put a stop loss at 11 cents on ARB here. Again, we're up above those EMAs. As long as we don't break back down below the EMAs, okay, we are bullish on ARB. I'm still holding my position on that one. SOXS, I almost bought this one yesterday, guys. I was so close to entering this just because literally every chip stock right now is stupidly oversold. I opened up a short position on Intel today. Why? Well, because I just explained to you guys, whenever we get this far off of that 4-year average, you're talking about a 58% premium right now you're paying for Intel. Okay, it's gonna retrace back here eventually. So I'm shorting chips here. So I think SOXS is a good play. I got stopped out of SOXS like, I don't know, I think it was back here at like 30. It sold off really hard because, again, all these chips have just been blowing off top, right? AMD's just been ripping, Intel's just been ripping, but eventually, right, people are going to take profits up here, and that's what's going to cause it to go lower. So I actually opened up a short position today on Intel just because of how far it's ran. Again, I bought Intel back here in 2025, right here around $19. I think I sold right here around like 40. And obviously it kept going, but again, my goal is to never time the top. I just want to get close. But I do think chips are going to pull back, and I think SOXS is a great play if you want to play the downside for chips. Okay, I'd see this one back here at like 78, $75. I like SOXS, and I almost bought it yesterday. I just didn't pull the trigger, and I took a short on Intel today. I see one here for Johnny for Aerodrome. I made a TikTok on this today. Still love it, dude. As long as that dot is green, we are bullish on Aerodrome. Okay, we got a long way to go back up here to the red zone. This one can pull all the way back here to 37 cents and still be bullish. Okay, as long as we're up above the EMAs on the daily, as long as the dot is green here on the weekly, we are bullish. Okay, again, when we're down below the EMAs, we're trending down. But as soon as we break out, that's when we get bullish. Our target on that's anywhere from 120 to 140. I think Aerodrome's a very, very good crypto play at these levels. BBBY, this is Best Buy. I don't even know how these guys are still in business, but you could see that this is a pretty important support level since 2022, all the way down here. Sorry, I got to mute my text messages. I'm getting blown up here. I don't know. You got to think of the business model, right? I don't know how these guys are still making $14 billion a quarter. I'd probably wait for the monthly here on BBBY. I think there's some better stocks to own right now than BBBY. Thank you, Slow Train. Fart Coin. You got to be kidding me, man. Fart Coin in the chat here. It looks like it's reversing. I mean, as long as it holds 13 cents, it looks good. Again, the dot is green, so that one is trying to reverse here at 18 cents. Again, I don't play the memes. I don't play penny stocks. UNP from the Discord, that's Union Pacific. Again, way off of the averages. Again, our time to buy. Okay, how do we know we're getting a fair price for an asset, guys? How do we know if we're getting a fair price for an asset? Okay, we use our cheat sheet. Okay, we want to buy into the mean, into the average, or below the average. Never, ever, ever, ever up off the average. Okay, I don't care if it goes to $700,000. We're never going to take a position up here. I would be selling Union Pacific up here. It's also up here in the red zone giving you a red dot. Again, this is a Fibonacci retracement tool. These zones with the gold zones and the red zones. Our selling strategy is to sell a red dot in the red zone. You can see the last time that came was back here in February. It came at 266, pulled all the way back here to 230. So again, red dot in the red zone, we take profits on UNP. I see one for ATAI. That one, not my favorite. Okay, that's pretty close there. Again, a penny stock. You got your buy signal down here at 350. It pumped up to 550. It's a little too close to the red zone. Again, I don't like to buy in the red zone or near the red zone. Not my favorite stock right now. BBAI, though, on the other hand, looks good. I like that request from you. Again, we got our signal back here in March at $3. Okay, so that tells you that, hey, $3 is the low. It's up at 412 right now and breaking out. It's actually breaking out really nicely here over the EMAs. You could even move your stop loss up on this now to like 330. I like BBAI here. Okay, that looks really good. Looks like we're going to get a MACD crossover on that as well. Oh, Bed Bath & Beyond. BBY. Oh, BBBY. 3 Bs. Oh! Again, another company I think is just going out of business. I mean, that thing pumped up to 7 and puked all day long. I don't know. I don't even know what you call that. You call that the pump and dump, I think. What you call that. They had earnings. I don't know, man. That one's tough. That one's a really, I mean, you don't see that much. I would just make sure if you're in this one, use a stop loss at like $4. Okay, if it breaks 4, or buy it at 4. Okay, whatever you want to do. Yeah, that's a really weird move right there. It pumped up to 8 this morning and then sold all the way off. 50% sell off today. That's insane. After it went up like 100%. Fred said he bought it today. Good man. Yeah, BBAI looks good. I like BBAI a lot here. Okay, I liked it more at 3 when we got our signal, but it still looks good. SMCI, the stock. SMCI is still hanging on here. So I like this one. What's the daily saying here? So I like this one above 24. Okay, I think this one's going to, I think we're going to get a move higher tomorrow, guys. We're closing pretty nicely here. We had a little sell-off this morning, but a lot of names are getting some buyers stepping in here again. We're still into those EMAs. That's normally where we want to be buyers. Okay, we're targeting up here between 52 and 60. And again, the dot is still green, so we got nothing to worry about here. As long as the dot is green, we're remaining bullish. We're looking to buy red days like today. We're not panicking on red days. We're looking to buy red days here, as long as the dot is green. MOS. Is that, you say MOS? Is that right? MOS stock. That one needs the signal. So you don't got the green dot yet on this one. Mosaic Company. I think this is a fertilizer company, if I'm not mistaken, but that looks good. I'd wait for the green dot, of course, but it looks like you have pretty strong support right here at $22. So again, we'd wait for our signal. Last signal we got was right here in December at 23. It went all the way up to 32. So just wait for the signal. They got earnings coming up, looks like next Monday or 2 Mondays from now as well. MOBX. MOBX needs the signal as well. You guys are requesting a lot of penny stocks here. A lot of penny stocks. We do not mess with penny stocks here, guys. Unless you're talking about the crypto, and that even looks worse. I avoid that at all costs. ZBCN, we already covered that. Okay, we're trimming a little here on this daily. We're trimming a little bit of ZBCN here on the daily. ACHR. ACHR don't look bad. Again, that green dot came 3 weeks ago. April 6th, right there at 5.30. So again, that's telling you that, hey, $5 is the low. I'd put a stop loss right there at 4.80 if I was playing that one. Okay, we'd be buyers here. Okay, just use a stop loss right there at 4.80. As long as 4.80 holds, that looks pretty strong. RNDR. That's going to be Render. R-E-N-D-E-R. That one is still green as well, just chopping around here. Okay, I like that one as long as it holds on to, I would say, 155. Still hanging on to those EMAs. Okay, we're just chopping. Okay, nothing really going on. We're just looking for that explosive move back up here to the red zone. Polkadot, is that thing moving? No, it's not doing anything. So it's still just down there at 120. This thing's just been absolutely annihilated here. It does have the monthly alert though, so again, we would be buyers here, and we'd put the stop loss right there at like 105. Okay, I like that one as long as it holds on to about $1. STX, Stacks. Again, like every other cryptocurrency, just kind of muted right now. Right, we're in kind of that stealth phase we were talking about earlier. I like this one a lot, still above 19 cents. Up above 19, I'm still bullish. It has the green dot here on the monthly. Nothing to worry about as long as 19 cents holds there. We already covered ZBCN. I see one here for AVE. AVE Crypto. This one looks good above 86. We're at the bottom of the Fibonacci. So just like how we want to sell at the top of the Fib, okay, the top of the red zone, we want to buy down here at the bottom of it, okay, for the assets that we want to own long term. You got the MACD crossover here as well. This looks very strong here above 85. Very strong there above 85. Look at that. Ethereum back to green. All we got to do is just go live, folks. Once we go live, the markets turn green. It's the overkill effect, baby. It's the overkill effect. Roger says Hood. Hood is still green as well. They got earnings coming up today. They got earnings after the bell here. So let's watch Hood here after the bell. You guys call it out in the chat if they release their earnings. Looks like the market's going to close here in 8 minutes. What else? Who else is releasing earnings today? Is Microsoft? I know all the big tech companies are releasing earnings. Microsoft's coming tomorrow. Amazon's coming tomorrow. Again, earnings are big deals, guys. I mean, earnings calls move markets. Apple's on the 30th. Does Netflix have earnings? Netflix already released earnings. So you got some of the biggest tech companies out there releasing earnings tomorrow. So that's going to be a big market moving event. That's going to move the market a lot, okay, depending on how they react. So Robinhood, I still like Robinhood. I mean, Robinhood, in my opinion, is one of the biggest companies. They're going to be one of the biggest finance companies out there. Again, they got earnings here after the bell. So let's watch that one. You guys can watch this one after the bell. I think I got rid of my EMA ribbon. What happened to my EMAs? Let me refresh my page real quick. EMAs just disappeared on me. There we go. Now we're back. Okay, so Robinhood again. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to buy or sell this when they got earnings coming up, because if they miss their earnings, right, it's going to sell off. But if they beat their earnings, it should pump hard. So I'm watching that one here. We'll probably see that one happen live. I got that one loaded up here on my Robinhood account here. So we'll be watching that one after the bell, but it looks good. I've liked this one since we got that signal. Okay, we think the bottom's in right there at around 63 for Robinhood. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch here after the bell. Thoughts on one-day MACD cross and how it's played out over the last bear markets? I really don't pay attention to bear market, bull market. I mean, all I'm doing in a bear market is I'm buying. That's all I want to do in bear markets. What name are you talking about, Johnny? We covered BE, Chris. We're sellers of BE. Sparky says open in the chat. Open Door Technologies. Okay, that one's green as well. So again, that's telling us that, hey, this level right here at $4, that's the bottom. Okay, so we'd be on here on the daily looking to buy pullbacks. Okay, I like this one as long as it holds on to $4. Not sure how their earnings are. They don't look like they're that great. The real estate industry is really hurting right now, guys. I know a lot of realtors having a really hard time right now. Okay, but $4 is the level to watch. Johnny says BTC. It's about time someone requests Bitcoin. No one cares about Bitcoin anymore. Okay, we got our signal back here at 65,000. We're sitting up here at 76. So I still think the bottom's in right there at around 60 for Bitcoin. It's pulled back a little bit over the last couple of days. Again, we're down 1% today, and all the bears are hooping and hollering. Okay, we're up above the EMAs. As long as we're above the EMAs, guys, we're in a bull market. Okay, we're currently in a bull market. As long as we hold, well, my bottom is down here at 60,000. But as long as we hold that 72.5, things look very good here. Things look very good here above 72 for Bitcoin. Okay, nothing here to change our stance. Until we get a red dot on the weekly, or until we break down below these EMAs, we're fully bullish. Okay, target on Bitcoin still up here between 110 and 120. I think it's a really good time to buy Bitcoin right now. I think it was a better time to buy it off of our signal here at 65, but again, I still think 76 looks good, and you can use a stop loss if you want to protect your gains at like 72. I don't think it's going to go lower than 72. It could, but my bottom for Bitcoin is right there at 60,000. Okay, 59,000 would be my stop loss for Bitcoin. Because again, we should have entered right here at 65. If you guys are following our strategy, we want to buy the weekly green dot below the white line. We had one right here back at 85. A red dot came and we actually shorted this and made a bunch of money all the way down. Okay, and then we got another green dot. So again, we were bearish, bullish. Okay, boom, there's the bottom right there at 60,000. Okay, 63,000. So my stop loss for Bitcoin 60K. As long as Bitcoin holds 60K, we're, in my opinion, in a bull market here. Remember, MOS is a fertilizer company that comes through the Strait of Hormuz. When the strait opens, the stock will go. Well, if you think that, then buy the crap out of it. I mean, it's at a very, very good place according to the chart. It just needs that signal. So if you want to anticipate the signal, go for it. I like it up above 22. Here's Ondo. Ondo's just bouncing right on its low from 2024 here at 19 cents. You can see it exactly hit that level, and now we're just going sideways. So you can put a stop loss on this one at like 22 cents, but again, everyone's talking about it up here, right? Everyone's jacked up on Ondo up here at $2. No one's talking about it down here at 20 cents. So if you believe in Ondo long term, I think 26 cents looks like a great price. ZEN. This is Horizon. That one's green. So again, that's telling you that, hey, this is the bottom right there at 490. It's just sideways, right? A lot of these names are just chopping around, but as long as it holds 490, we have a bullish bias on Zen. We got Dash. Dash is also green. So again, a lot of green dots. Everything is green. So up above this $29 level, because again, that green dot came right there at $29.30. Okay, that tells us that, hey, this is the low. That's the low right there. That's the bottom at 29. If 29 breaks, we get stopped out and we ride it back down. Okay, maybe back down to 17. But up above 29, I still like Dash here. What's the monthly saying? Monthly's still red. So yeah, below this monthly low at 29, okay, up above that, we like it. We like it here above 29. Okay, that is our support level. We got super duper. Hey guys, if we can get this video to 100 likes, I'll give away 50 XRP here on the live. How's that? 100 likes, we're sitting at 37. We got about 110 people watching. I know the market's really boring today, but if you smash that like, it really helps out the channel. Super looks good above 8 cents. Okay, up above 8, I like it. It got over those EMAs. This one looks good. You could even move your stop loss up to 10 cents on this one now. Up above 10 cents, I like that one. COMP, this is comp. Comp looks very strong. Okay, comp looks very strong. That one broke out. It pulled back. Okay, this one looks very good. Stop loss on that one's 1950. Again, when we're down below these EMAs, we're stuck in a downtrend. When we break out above them, that's when the bulls are stepping in. Okay, it pulled back. I love this one above 1950. Comp looks really good here. ASTER. This one, not enough data. If there's not enough data on the chart, if I can't see my weekly indicators, that just means that I can't tell you anything. Because again, if I can't see the data, I can't tell you what's going on. Okay, Aster, I think this is it's a newer project. It just came out in December of last year, so about 6 months ago. So if you don't see any data on your chart, if you guys have the indicators, it just means there's not enough to populate it. So you'd have to come in here to the daily chart and see what's going on here. So I'd wait for a daily alert on Aster. Again, there's just not, I don't like to trade newer coins or newer projects or IPOs just because, again, I go off of the charts. I don't go off of what people say or what things are going on here. All right, market's closing here. Market just closed. So we got Robinhood. We got Robinhood earnings after the bell. If you guys know of any other companies that are releasing their earnings today, let me know, and we can look at those live. But Robinhood is definitely a big one. If you guys see any more, just call it out in the chat, and we'll take a look at those too. CDL, I'd be a seller of this one. Again, that big separation off of the EMAs. It's up here in the red zone, so we would be a seller of CDL up here. Oh, you're talking about a crypto. CDL USDT. Credit link. I mean, looks like it got rugged. As long as it holds on to 0.002, it looks fine. Those are both very new projects that you requested, so I just don't got a lot of data for you. I like CRM here above 160. CRM above 160 actually looks good. It's got the green dot there, so 180 looks like a really good price for CRM. This is one of the biggest software companies in the world. Up above 160, we like this one. I'd remain bullish on CRM above 160. We got JOBY. JOBY up above $7. It looks good. Again, the dot is green, so you got to be bullish and have a stop loss. I put the stop loss at 750. What else we got? I see one here from Marlog for SEI. What do I think about SEI? I like it above that 0.0048 level. Okay, this thing's been absolutely annihilated. Again, if you believe in an asset and the chart looks like this, just down, 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 I mean, that's a great time to buy, right? If you think this thing's going to recover long term, I mean, look at this, 36 cents all the way down to 5 cents. That is just brutal. Okay, so I mean, if I believed in SEI, if I knew what they did, if I believed in their technology or whatever they do long term, I'd be buying the crap out of it right here as a trader. But I just don't know enough about SEI. Fartcoin ripping, chat. What, did we just pump the price or something? Fartcoin, man. The best performing cryptocurrency last year. 1 penny all the way up to $3. That's just stupid. That's stupid. It's dumb. But hey, it is what it is. Up above 13 cents. Fartcoin looks okay. BRK.B. This is Berkshire Hathaway. So that's green here on the weekly. So that one's trying to break out. So again, that's telling you that, hey, this low right here at 464 is the bottom. Okay, that's the low from right there. So I just set a stop loss at 460 if I was going to play Berkshire here. TON, the crypto. Toncoin, again, got the monthly, so yeah, I mean, we'd be buyers of Toncoin here with a stop loss at 110. Up above 110, it looks really good. Ethereum's down a whole 0.02% today, guys. Panic sell. Sell it all. What else we got? AVEX. Too new. Again, I can't tell you anything if there's no data on my chart. ADA Cardano. It's back down here at the 2023 lows. Again, we've been tracking this for a while. Up above 20 cents, it looks good. I'd be a buyer of ADA here above 20 cents. Again, look at this pullback, guys. Again, people are calling for a bear market now. They're about 8 months too late, folks. This thing's down 80%. Cardano is down 80% since we called our sell signal out here in September. Okay, that came at 91 cents all the way down. That's an 80% drop, and now they're telling you to sell. Now they're telling you, oh, another big drop is coming. They're 8 months too off, folks. I mean, this is insane how many people are bearish right now. We have sat through this, okay? And again, we took our profits back in August, September, by the way. We started entering again right here in December. Okay, we're still down a little bit from those levels, but again, we use dollar cost averaging. Okay, you buy here at 35, you buy down here at 25, your average cost is 30. You're down maybe 20% on ADA. It's not going to matter if you bought it at 30, not going to matter if you bought it at 20 if you think it's going back to $1. Okay, this is a brutal pullback. So if you believe in ADA long term, you're buying it at the lowest price in 3 years. Okay, again, everyone's bearish, everyone's telling you it's all over, it's going to zero. Right? Love it. I love when people start talking like that. That is our time to buy. That is our cue to buy. Okay? When everyone's bearish, that's when we want to be bullish. Okay? It's laid out right over here in the cheat sheet in the Discord. Again, we don't want to buy when people are excited. People are excited when asset go up. Asset go down, asset cheap, asset when we buy. Okay? We don't want to buy exciting times. It's not an exciting time in the market. It hasn't been for a very long time. We have capitulated over the last 8 months. Now we have been loading our bags up over the last few months. Okay, we want to buy into the mean or below the mean, never up above the mean. Okay, if you believe in Cardano, it's a great time to buy according to the chart. Okay, you're buying at the same levels. The last time we hit these levels in 2023, we went from 20 cents all the way up to 80 cents. That was a huge move on Cardano. Okay, now you're getting the opportunity to buy it at those same levels. Again, everyone's excited about Cardano up here at $1.30, right? Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's singing Kumbaya around the fire. When we're up here, okay, this is when people are excited. People are not excited when the asset is down here. We want to buy in the non-exciting times. Non-exciting times equal buy. Exciting times equal sell. Okay, buying, selling. Guys, this isn't rocket science, okay? This just takes tremendous amounts of discipline. It's very hard. You feel really stupid buying during times like this because every crypto influencer, minus a few I see on Twitter, is saying that we're going lower. It's a bear market. We're going to have another leg down. Bitcoin's going to zero. Okay, that's the sentiment right now. Okay, those are the times we want to be brave. Those are the times we want to buy. And it feels stupid, right? It feels stupid sometimes. Wow, there's a jet going over my house. It feels stupid to buy during those times because, again, everyone's bearish. When you're doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing, you're actually winning in the markets, okay? And then they're going to get really excited, and all those influencers are going to be telling you to buy up here at 120, just like they were back here in November when Donald Trump got elected. Everyone was super bullish. What happened? We sank to the floor, okay? That's how these markets work, folks. We want to go against the herd. We don't want to do what everyone else is doing. Okay, we want to do the opposite. That's how you make money. Buying in times of fear, selling in times of greed. Robinhood down a little bit after hours here. Did they release their earnings yet? Earnings, EPS. It looks like they haven't announced yet. Let me refresh. Okay, just because they're dipping doesn't mean anything. Until we see the number. Yeah, they haven't released yet. So I know the price is down, but it doesn't mean anything. If that dip, if Robinhood dips, I'm loading up on it, man. Robinhood's going to be one of the biggest finance companies in the world, in my opinion. They just have a great product. Oh, missed earnings, so they did come out. Volume coming in on Robinhood. Mark Kraken. We'll take a look at that here. Let's wait till we see the number. I haven't seen the number. If you see the number, Johnny, let me know in the chat. I see one here from Mark in the chat for Sand. Sandman, what's up, dog? God, what a trash. I mean, you guys remember that? I don't know if some of you guys were around here in 2021, but Sand was one of the best performing assets in the 2021 bull run. $8. It's sitting at 7 cents right now. So this was the metaverse, right? When everyone was excited about the metaverse, everyone was jacked up, having a good time, singing Kumbaya. No one wants to live in a metaverse, folks. If you want to live in a metaverse, you're probably depressed, okay? No offense, but I don't know. If you like Sand, for whatever reason, if you believe in it, I don't see why you wouldn't be buying it down here at 7 cents, down literally 99% from the top there. You also said, okay, it did miss earnings. Yeah, it's down 6%. 6%. Is there any other, if you guys see any other, if you guys see any other names releasing earnings, please call it out in the chat. Please let us know. We'll take a look. What are you getting your buddy away from? Oh, my wife got me a coffee, and it tastes so good. PSFE. Pay safe. That thing's turning the corner here. That looks good. So again, it's up above those EMAs. Again, when we're down below the EMAs, we're in a downtrend. When we're up above them, we're in an uptrend. So this one looks good. I'd move my stop loss up to $7. Okay, $7 on the stop loss. Target would be up there at 15. I would look to buy maybe on a green dot there. That thing looks very strong. So you could even move your stop loss up to like, I don't know, 750 if you want to. But that looks strong. Looks very strong. Again, the dot is green. We got our signal down here at $6. It's up 30-40% since that time. I like it above $7, above 750. OP, the crypto, sitting at 12 cents. OP USDT maybe. Yeah, it's got the monthly. So again, anytime I see a monthly alert on the name that I want to own, guys, I'm a buyer. Okay. So again, this thing has been annihilated. Okay, 450 all the way down to 12 cents. Okay, there is no hope for the bears. Okay. Again, the bear market's coming now, guys. It's not coming up here. It's coming now that we're down $4 all the way down. That's an insane drop. So again, if you believe in OP, okay, any altcoin, in my opinion, is a buy right now. I would buy any altcoin that I want to own long term. I'm not talking about the butt coins or the fart coins because I don't do the memes. I'm talking about the ones with actual utility. I think OP looks very good here above 10 cents. Pizza from our boy Bobby in the chat. Bobby's been MIA. I think he's on vacation. But Bobby bought some pizza, some Papa John's. I'm more of a Domino's guy myself, but I do like Papa John's here up above 36. It did get over those EMAs. Our target on this would be 51 to 55. You got a Starbucks beats in the chat. SBUX. They beat, you said? Starbucks. Man, my computer's being slow today. I'm trying to see what they're doing after hours here. Yeah, so Starbucks is up. They beat their earnings. They're up 6%. Guys, we have a lot of earnings tomorrow. Like Microsoft is reporting. I believe Amazon is reporting. Who else is reporting tomorrow? Look at that. Amazon's reporting. Is NVIDIA reporting tomorrow? No, they don't report till May 20th. So, yeah, Robinhood down, I think, is an opportunity. I think Robinhood down is an opportunity here. Yeah, okay, Johnny says Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Qualcomm. So all those big names are reporting tomorrow. If they beat, right, if names like Google go up, right, if Google goes up, it drags the market up with it, right? Because they're such big names, okay? So Google, Microsoft, Meta, Qualcomm, and Equix tomorrow after hours. So tomorrow's going to be a big day. Tomorrow's going to be a very volatile day in the market. Again, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, 4 of the biggest companies in the world, all reporting tomorrow. Okay, and a lot of them are sitting up here in their red zone. So if they blow off top and go parabolic, you're going to see a big move in the markets, okay? If they sell off, you'll see them drag down the market. So tomorrow is going to be interesting, and we're going to be live here again tomorrow covering the whole entire thing. So make sure you guys tune in. Hit that bell, subscribe. What's up, baby? Join the Discord. We're over there inside the Discord. That link is down in the description below. It's free to join. We do have a membership over there for $4 a month, less than a Starbucks coffee, less than the mocha that my wife just went to the coffee stand to buy. Okay, I think this mocha was $4.50. Our membership to the Discord is $4 a month. Okay, and you guys get access to everything that we use here at Overkill Trading in there. So Nightbot just dropped that link in the chat if you guys want to check that out. Fred says STX, the crypto, or I'm sorry, the stock. So again, red dot in the red zone, we're selling. I'd be a seller of this here. Oh, STX, looks like they beat. STX, that's stacks. No, we don't want stacks. Wow. Yeah, look at that, 10% move. I would sell that. I would sell Seagate up here. I would sell that strength. Again, we're up here, red zone. We're always selling in the red zone, guys. We're taking profit. Look how far off the 4-year average it is. Again, our time to buy was right here. Okay, we want to buy when the blue wave is up here, right? Up here. Okay, everyone's like, dang it, I wish I would have bought down here. Okay, you never say that down here. You're never like, man, I wish I would have bought down here when it's down here. You only say that when we're up here, right? Because this is our buying opportunity. Again, this is not a day trading signal. This is a swing trade. This was in April of last year. In 1 year, this thing went from $68 to $627. You're up 800%. 800% in 1 year. 1 year off of our signal, folks. Okay, and this one came right here at $80. You're up 600% off of that one. 800% off of this one. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Up here, you're like, dang it, I wish I would have bought down here. Okay, buying down here feels stupid because no one else is buying. We want to buy when no one else is buying. We want to buy when no one else is excited. That's how you make money in the markets, okay? Warren Buffett says, buy when there's blood in the streets. Buy when there's blood in the streets. Johnny says the FOMC is tomorrow, too. There's a Fed meeting tomorrow. Holy cow. Tomorrow's going to be crazy, folks. Tomorrow's going to be nuts. Okay, we got a Fed meeting tomorrow, and we got earnings from Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Meta. We're going to be live tomorrow before the market closes, probably around 12:30, 12 o'clock. And we're going to watch the whole thing go down. Wow. I see one here for Mark. Yeah, FOMC meeting is tomorrow. Yep, that is confirmed. I think it's Fed Pal's last meeting. Doge we're bullish on. Again, we got our signal down here at 8-9 cents. You're already up 10%. But again, the last time we were down here, okay, was right here in April. We went from 14 up to 28. This one back here in 2024, we went from 9 cents all the way up to 50. So things are looking very bullish for crypto, guys. I mean, I know we've been going sideways like this. You guys have been, you've been saying we're going up for, well, I can't control when the market pumps, but I can tell you when we're really close to a bottom, okay? And that's always when we get the green dot down here, okay? This action right here, you know what they call this? You know what we call this when we go sideways? Smart money phase. You know what the smart money phase is? That's when the smart money's buying, right? When it's just going... No one wants to buy when it's going straight up, right? I mean, people do, but we don't want to buy when things are going up. We don't want to buy when things are going down. We want to buy when things are calm, things are boring, right? People are over it. All the influencers are saying, oh, it's a bear market, it's going down, be careful. Okay, that's when we're buying, okay? We're not buying when they're excited, okay? We could buy down here. I mean, when things are just dropping to the floor, there's nothing wrong with that because eventually it's going to rebound if you're buying a good asset. If you believe in Doge long term, I love it here at 9 cents, 10 cents. Okay, it looks really good. But I would sell that STX. If you're holding that STX after hours, what a move. What a move. Okay, so, yeah, Poet from Shane. Poet. That thing had a huge move. Again, we're up there in the red zone, 15 bucks. Gap down about 50% today. Ugly. I would put a stop loss on this one at 7. I don't trade these super volatile names. You should have bought it right here in March, right there around 5. That was a 200% move. People took profits and it sold right back off. So I put a stop loss at 7 on Poet Shane. XRX. That one's actually trying to reverse there. Oh, God. Oh, God. Again, penny stock, guys. I just don't mess with the penny stocks. I mean, you just use a stop loss at a buck. A buck on the stop loss. You could even move it up to a $1.30 or even right there at a $1.45. I put it at a $1.30. $1.30 on the stop loss. Again, I don't mess with penny stocks. I just don't. I want to buy good. Our goal here at Overkill Trading, guys, is to buy good quality assets, right? Good companies, good crypto projects at a great price. Okay, not penny stocks, not butt coins, not fart coins. Good quality projects. I'm talking about Ethereum, Bitcoin, Chainlink, XRP, right? You can throw in a few more there, right? Cetus, Sui. Okay, those are the names we want to buy. Dot we covered. RSR looks good. I was actually looking at this one today. Oops. RSR actually looks good. I like this one here off the monthly. So again, anytime I want to buy an asset and the monthly dot is appearing, I buy. Okay, period. I don't care what it does, I'm buying. So if you want to buy RSR, this looks like a really good spot for it. It's pulled back here. We're up over the EMAs. It looks very strong here. Looks very good above 0.0013. I like RSR a lot here. AMC, again, meme stock, right? AMC, nice breakout. Okay, I'd use a stop loss on this at 1. I put it at 130 on the stop loss if I was in that. Stochastics back down on the floor on the daily. I like that. Our target would be up here at around $4. Stop loss would be 130. Johnny says XRP. Wow, that STX is ripping. Is Hood still going down? Is Robinhood still going down? I'm checking here. My computer is being so slow today. Holy smokes. Yeah, Robinhood's about $76 right now, down 7% after hours. I think that's an opportunity. I think that's a big opportunity. And yes, they did. Yeah, their earnings still isn't out on Robinhood. That's weird. If you said CNBC reported it, then I guess that's the truth. But XRP still, again, what are we doing? Nothing. Sideways. Okay, just boring. Boring, 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 boring. Gonna go take a nappy. Okay, waiting for the big move here. Again, this is, it's just not fun, right? This is not a fun time in the markets. This is fun, right? When we're going up and to the right, not fun. Not even funner, right? Going sideways. We all want this, but a lot of us can't sit through this, right? 90% of our strategy, guys, 90% of our trading strategy is waiting. It's waiting. Okay, we load up during this time. Every week we're going to work, right? We're earning money every week, and we're dollar cost averaging into the name, building a base, building a base, building a position, building a position, building a position. Okay, and then when this comes, what do? We cash out. Okay, this is when everyone was talking about XRP right here. Okay, 350. Everyone was talking about it. My mom was asking me about it. Okay, my mom doesn't even invest. She's like, "What's XRP, son?" Don't touch it, Mom. Don't touch it. Wait. Okay, now you can buy, Mom. Okay, go ahead. You guys see what I'm saying? Right? Exciting. We don't want to buy exciting times. We want to buy the boring times. And it's sitting right on the 40-year average, too. I like XRP still, Johnny. I like XRP a lot here. WLD. Doing the Ripsky. That's crude oil. Oh, you're probably talking about WorldCoin. Ugh. Oh, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. It is almost back down here to 20 cents where it opened up back here in 2023. Again, up here $12, everyone talking about it. Down here 25 cents, nobody cares. I'd wait for the monthly on WLD there, brother. Okay, 2 per person if you guys could. 2 per person. Just keep it to 2 per person. I'll do KGen and Balancer, your first 2. KGen, again, nothing I can tell you on that one. Balancer. I mean, again, guys, charts that go down into the right are not good charts. Okay, we want to buy names like Ethereum that are going up and to the right. Okay, Chainlink, up and to the right. Bitcoin, up and to the right. Tesla, up and to the right. Apple, up and to the right. Okay, this, we don't buy this garbage. I mean, unless you really know something about it that I don't. I mean, it's at the lowest point it's ever been. So if you believe in it, you should be buying it at the lowest point ever. So I just choose not to invest in charts that look like an absolute rug pull. Okay, I want to buy names that are going up and to the right. HIMS is still solid, guys. I still really love this name. I mean, this is one of my favorite stocks right now. We broke up over the EMAs. We could pull back here to 25.50, but ultimately I'm targeting up here at $60. Love HIMS here. Okay, I think it looks really, really good. Again, as long as the dot is green, we are bullish. Hood down. Yeah, hood's down pretty bad after hours. That's going to set up nicely, though. So it's at what, 77? You said 76. So yeah, it's sitting like right here. I would love to see Robinhood pull back to like 55 in a perfect world. Okay, in a perfect world, it'd pull back to 55. I'm going to buy Robinhood on the next daily green dot. Next daily green dot I see from Robinhood, I'm going to buy it. Okay, this is why you don't ever want to set up a position before earnings, because again, if they miss, they're going to go down. But if they beat, they're going to go up. So you're either going to look like, you're either going to look stupid or you're going to look really smart. It's more of a gamble. Okay, if you're playing earnings, we need to remain long. I still think this is a great opportunity. I mean, this thing was at 150 back here in October. Again, everyone's talking about Robinhood. Now it's down here at $77, and everyone's like, I don't know. Okay, again, they're excited to buy up here. Again, red dot in the red zone is where we sell. That came at 135. It went all the way down to 63. Okay, I still like Robinhood as a company. We're just going to wait for a setup. We're going to wait for our signal. I see one for total for Johnny boy. Still looking good. I think total looks really good. Again, we're up over the EMAs. Everything looks really good. We're starting to reverse there on the stochastic. Looks very strong. I think the total market cap, see this? Up and to the right. This means money is flowing in. Money is flowing into the asset class, okay? And we're turning the corner here after we've gone down for 5 months in a row. Now we're starting to turn the corner. So I'm very bullish on crypto, guys. You guys know that. I'm very bullish. Very bullish on altcoins right now. Okay, and it might not look good in the short term. I mean, I don't care about Ethereum's down 0.024%. The bears are back out on Twitter. Not even down 1% today. And everyone's, oh my gosh. Okay, our Discord's not, right? People in the Discord know what's up. But the majority of people are just freaking out right now. And again, we've gone down for 8 months, guys. This has been the bear market, dude. This is the bear market. We're at the end of it, dude. We've already hit the bottom. That was our bottoming signal in March. Right there at 1900. I bought Ethereum right here at 1900. Okay? As long as we hold 1700, we're fully bullish on altcoins and crypto. Okay? This little 3% dip this week means nothing. Okay? We're already up 30%. A 4%, 3% dip don't mean nothing. And again, we're above those EMAs. So still really like ETH. I still really like that one. Jasmy, I was looking at this one today too. This is another one I was looking at taking a position on. You got the green monthly. Okay, the green monthly means buy. That's the first green monthly it's got down here. I love that. I love this chart. Jasmy is an absolute buy down here. Rose. I don't know what this project does, but it does have the green monthly. I want to see it get up over those EMAs. Is Jasmy up over the EMAs? See, Jasmy's breaking out over the EMAs. I'd rather buy Jasmy here than Rose. Rose is failing to claim those EMAs. Humana. Humana's pumping hard. So I actually trimmed a little bit of Humana today. I bought it, I think, somewhere around 190. I can't remember where I bought it, to be honest with you. I think I bought it around 190. I was up like 15%. I took some profits. Normally when we get separation off those EMAs, I trim some. I didn't sell the whole thing, but you guys can just see how this white line has been acting as resistance, and we're touching it. So I decided to sell 50% of my position today, just selling that into the strength. They have earnings tomorrow as well, so that's going to be interesting to see how they report. If they beat, obviously it probably will go up, but I'm not going to gamble on their earnings. Because again, these healthcare companies have been absolutely getting smoked over the last couple of years since Trump got in. Trump has not been nice to healthcare companies. So I decided to take some profits. I would look to re-enter Humana if it went back down to like 200. That's about a 10% dip. So that'd be right back to where I bought it. Again, I was up 20% on a stock like Humana. That's a really good move. Okay, so again, I was just trimming up here into that resistance. Again, if you look at the direction, if you look at the chart, you can see how that is playing resistance. That's where the top, right? Not saying it can't break out and keep going, because it could. But for the last, since 2024, for the last 2 years, every time it touches our yearly moving average, it gets rejected. It gets rejected. So again, if you bought this signal down here at 170, that's a really good trade for a stock like Humana. And they got earnings coming up tomorrow. So I decided to sell half of my position before tomorrow. If it gaps up to 300, I still have half of my position on. So that was a good move, and I was happy with trimming a little bit there. Cetus, we already covered. Plumer's up over the up over those EMAs, looking good. Yeah, anytime it breaks over those EMAs, I'm looking to buy. This thing looks really strong. Again, you got the green dot right there at a penny. It's up 20% since that time. We're targeting up here at around 11 to 12 cents. Netflix. Monthly signal. Yeah, I think we covered Netflix first today. Yeah, I like it as long as it holds on to $90. Okay, I put a stop loss at like $88.50. $88.50 on the stop loss for Netflix. If that breaks, I would sell it. I would still be long here on it, and I would use that stop loss at $88.50. SMH, this is another semiconductor ETF. Again, red dot in the red zone is where we sell. I mean, look how far off of the time to buy was back here, right? Back in April of last year. We want to buy when the wave is down here, given the green dot. You bought at 172 or say 185 last year. This thing is up since that time 173%. That's a huge move. I told you guys I shorted Intel today. I shorted Intel. I'm shorting chip stocks just because they are so overextended right now. They are ridiculously expensive right now, okay, according to the charts, according to the 40-year average. I mean, Intel itself is sitting about 50, 60% off of its 4-year average, okay? Anytime that happens, I go short, okay? So SMH, I would be shorting. I'd be shorting SMH here. Snapchat, wow. Snapchat's looking phenomenal here at 6. Okay, we broke up over the EMAs. We pulled back into the EMAs. Great buying opportunity right there. It's reversing. My target is still $10 on Snapchat. Algorand. Algorand still green as well here on the weekly. Looking good. Up above 9 cents. Up above 9, whatever number that is, 9.5 cents. I think my stop loss is at 9.5 on Algorand. As long as 9.5 holds, I like it. Target's up there at 26. Mark says compound, COMP. Yeah, that looks good. We covered that one. Again, when we break out over the EMAs, that's when we get bullish. When we're down below the EMAs, getting rejected, getting rejected, getting rejected, getting rejected. Okay, like some of you guys in high school, just rejected, 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 rejected. But you never gave up, right? And you finally got the breakthrough. Now it's pulling back, getting ready to do the ripski. I like compound above 950. I was just joking about the high school thing, kind of. It's all right. We've all been there. PayPal, we got our signal down here at 40. It's up nicely. Again, we're up over the EMAs. Once again, getting rejected, getting rejected, getting rejected, getting rejected, getting rejected. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Breakout. Okay, we're targeting up here at around 74 to 80. They got earnings coming up next week on the 5th of May for PayPal there. Okay, so that's going to be next Tuesday. And Snapchat also has earnings next week as well on Wednesday. So Snapchat and PayPal, 2 names that we've been following for a while now, reporting big earnings week for them next week. Big earnings week. CRDO. CRDO, that's a stock. Okay, you got your signal there a few weeks ago. Nice move from 90 up to 170. I'd be selling this one. Again, red dot in the red zone, we're selling it. ANET. Red dot in the red zone, we're selling it. Theta. USD, that's a crypto, I believe. Theta looks good. We're breaking out over the EMAs. Got the green dot there a couple weeks ago at 15 cents. It's up at 21. I like this one. I like it above 20 cents. That one looks good. Alt stock. Alts is just sinking. You need the signal there on the weekly. Okay, this one's going to pump when altcoins pump. I just wait for the weekly signal. We got Mara. Mara had a nice move there. What's the daily saying? So the daily's pulling back into our EMAs. I still like Mara above $9. Target still between 20 and 24. ASTS. Selling off. See, we're down below the EMAs now. Now we're bearish. Okay, now we're bearish. Don't got a green dot. The dot is red on the weekly. We're bearish on ASTS here. STX. The crypto we already covered. Up above 19 cents. We like it. SCHG. Schwab. Again, signal came down there at 28. Nice move up. Red dot in the red zone, though. We're selling. We're sellers right here. We got KAS. Huge earnings day tomorrow, guys. Make sure you guys tune into tomorrow's live. Tomorrow's going to be huge. KAS we covered. Okay, up above 2.5 cents. It looks okay. Unibase. I don't know, man. I don't do the new coins. HAL. HAL's pumping. Another oil and gas company here. I would be taking some off here at 40. AVEX. Too new. Can't tell you anything. And we're going to leave it right there, folks. I'm going to pick up tomorrow with SoFi. So we're going to go ahead and stop it right there for today. So I'm just going to mark our spot here. The last one we covered was this AVAX. So again, if you guys have chart requests, make sure you guys get them over here inside the chart request thread throughout the week. We are covering these on YouTube and also on social media all throughout the week. I just literally come through here and I pick the ones. We go down the list, right? We're just going down the list and we're covering all these. If you guys can't see the chart request thread over here, it's because you're not a member. Again, the membership over here is literally $4 a month, less than a Starbucks cup of coffee. We have over 3,000 members. I think we have 27,000 people total in the Discord. So if you guys have any questions about that, just feel free to reach out in the support chat. Again, if you guys do not have my trading indicators, you guys can download my whole entire trading layout right here in the trading indicator tab. If you guys are new, you guys can check out my free trading course. There's probably 11 videos in that course now that you guys can watch. Just click on this link. It's right here on YouTube. You guys can watch that while we're offline here. Tomorrow's going to be a big day, folks. Hear me. FOMC meeting, Microsoft earnings, Google earnings, Amazon earnings, Facebook earnings, all tomorrow. We will be live here at 12:30 tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in for that. We'll see you then. Make sure you smash the like, smash the bell, smash the subscribe button. Share the video if you want, baby. Share the love. And if you guys need me, hit me up over here in the Discord. You guys have a great rest of the evening. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.